The acoustic guitar playing, snow shoveling, coffee drinking, banana eating, your favorite morning host. It's the one and only Adam Josh. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the desert of our miscontent. Welcome to the winter in Niagara. Hilariously, I have already plowed out. I wake up early. Hilariously, I have plowed out my house already. 6-car driveway. Sounds great until you have to plow it or shovel it. And we're going to check the live streams real quick. And now I'm at the shop, and I just plowed through, like, there's like, I don't know, whatever that is, 7 inches, 8 inches of snow. She told me that this was 6 inches. But yeah, this is, 8 inches of snow, whatever. There's that much snow out. Check out the live streams real quick. Seems like we're coming in live. So, yeah, and I just kind of, you gun it, basically. I have a rear-wheel drive truck. You gun it, and hopefully you make it into the parking lot. And then once I'm in the parking lot, I actually had the snow blower in the back of the truck, so not a big deal. As long as I get into the parking lot, the rest I can handle. So I'm in the parking lot. I walk in the shop and turn all the lights on, heat's on. Obviously, I'm here, coffee's ready, and I thought to myself, I'm making coffee anyway. I'm having a banana anyway. There's no way I'm going for round 2 of snow blowing right now without eating something. So this is my breakfast right here, and that's my first coffee. So, the song you're listening to there at the beginning was called Nothing Else by myself, Adam Josh. If you're wondering, if you followed this far, wow, if you followed this far and you're wondering why I call myself Adam Josh, it's because my first name is Adam, my middle name is Josh, and my last name is none of your business. So, my middle name, my mom named me, she thought she was naming me Joshua. I talked to her about it years later. I told her that it's on my birth certificate as Josh, and she said, oh. So my parents, my biological parents, of all the things I could say about them, one of the most succinct way to describe my biological parents are alcoholics. Lifelong alcoholics. That's the most succinct way I could put it. Lifelong alcoholics. To this day. Yeah, so in the last morning banana show, I was telling you a week in advance that, there's some truckers, and they are organizing a protest, and they're going to Ottawa, and I usually, don't give political opinions, and you don't have to listen to your boy here about political things, but I think that this is going to be a big deal. I think that this is going to affect everything. I think that this is going to change things. So I told you, watch it again. Watch it again. You might ask yourself, how does this guy know all this stuff? I don't want to give away all my sources. I got people in my life that tell me the truth. And then I meditate every day. But, for example, remember 9/11? On 9/11, I was in Bible college. I was 21 years old. And, no, I was 20. I was 20 in September 1st, 9/11. I haven't turned 21 yet. Anyway, side issue. So, day of, when everybody's like, brown people, it's terrorism, let's go hunt men in caves. Day one, I had people telling me, more than one person telling me, this is not, it's not brown men in caves that did this, and here it is, this is facts laid out, nobody's gonna believe it, people are too emotional, and this is going to lead to probably a war in the Middle East, and it's all about, at the time, these people were telling me it's all about money, it's all about oil, and it's so simple that people are overlooking it. And day one, I still have those same people in my life. They don't talk to me as much these days. Like, he's fine on his own. But yeah, so when I tell you about things on the Morning Banana Show or on my Twitter account, you don't have to believe me. But darn sarn it, I told you so. I'm so sick of this. 2007, 2008, I'm filming chemtrails in the sky. Nobody even knew what was going on. Nobody even was aware that this was happening over their heads. Now you have a whole generation of children that have been born and raised thinking that straight, perfect lines in the sky are what clouds are. They even have names for it now. Homo mutatis. Look it up. Whatever. Navy pilot gets kicked out of the Navy, discharged for drawing a Homo mutatis penis in the sky. I kid you not. Look it up. I told you so. Is the bottom line. And I don't get any points for being right. I don't get any points for you realizing 10 years later that I was right the entire time. And I have to live with knowing that you're wrong and knowing that I'm right. Knowing that all these things are going to happen. Nobody ever says, hey Adam, heavy is the crown. Being burdened with genius and a circumcised penis. I must really get to you. And I mean this. Burdened with genius. Circumcised penis. Heavy is the crown. And I mean this. Does it get to you, Adam? Does it get to you, Adam? I mean it. I mean it. So I've been up since like 6:30 and I'm going to go shovel. Round 2. YouTubers on here. On YouTube. Sitting in California on your 20th level condo going on about how you're so tough. Try living through all seasons. Try living through winter, summer, not just summer, year round. And a little bit of rain. Is it cold? Is it cold when you woke up? Is it cold when you woke up in the morning, baby girl? You needed a blanket? We've lived in minus 30. We've lived with snow halfway up the house and then shoveled ourselves out of it. Yeah, so as a Canadian living in southern Ontario, you know, when it snows, you know, the men are out there and they're shoveling it out. And the strong women are out there shoveling it out. And everybody else is hiding, waiting for them to finish what they're doing. And that's pretty clearly how you separate the men from the boys. But, you know, I'm sure it's tough in California too. I'm sure it's tough with your cold and your blankie. It was cold when you woke up. Anyway,
I harp on guys who talk about how tough they are and wouldn't last a day. And these shoes, it's fine, I don't care. Whatever. Anyway, so what else can we talk about? I told you in the last Morning Banana show that the truckers going to Ottawa was going to have a big effect. It's going to have a ripple effect as well. If you didn't already know, let me be the first to tell you that American truckers are going to organize and do a convoy as well from the West Coast now to Washington, D.C. The point of a convoy from one side of the country to the other, let me just break it down for you, explain it to you in layman's terms. Okay, the convoy starts on one side of the country, right? It starts moving towards the other side of the country where your capital is. In our case, it's Ottawa. In America's case, it's going to be Washington, D.C. I've been there a couple times. Anyway, doesn't matter. Side issue. The truckers get going. And then they're passing people, the convoy. What happens is you get a momentum built up of attention and buzz around what you're doing. And it reaches a crescendo by the time you reach your destination in Washington, D.C. And that, my friends, is how you do a grassroots convoy-style protest. And hats off to them, kudos, because it's genius and it's working. And the pattern is just as I laid it out for you. And the pattern is so blatantly obvious that people in America, people in Australia are like, holy crap, we could do this. We could just start on one side of the country and go to the other side of the country, waving our flags, doing interviews, and by the time we get to the other side of the country, it's just a juggernaut of vibes. It's a juggernaut of vibes. I love the Morning Banana Show because the things that I say, I am not awake. I'm not awake until noon, so Morning Banana Show is fun for me. I was telling one of our tenants last night, you know, he's like, you're so, he might watch this later, I don't know. He was like, Adam, you're like really level-headed for a guy who has 5 YouTube channels. I'm trying to explain to him, no. What keeps me level-headed are the things that I do for my mental health. Shouting into the abyss is one of them. Social media is one of them. I encourage anybody who has mental health issues or is worried about their mental health, you know, if you need to do online journaling or like bounce ideas off of people, that is what social media is great for. Online journaling, hey, I have all these crazy thoughts. Am I crazy? And then other people are like, well, and you start a conversation. Social media, YouTubes, things like that have been beneficial to my health. I'm not sitting here being like, how many subscribers do I have? How many views do I have? Did I monetize this? How much money is this video going to make me? I've never thought like that. And so I've never thought like that. And I have a lot of content. So it's not like I've never thought like that and I have 5 videos. Imagine if I had 5 videos. You watching this right now, if you watch this far, try to figure out how many videos I have. Side project for you. A little hobby side thing. Just in your spare time. How many videos does Adam Josh have? Try to find the number. Because if you can find it, I don't even know the number. I don't even know. So it's not that I do this and I'm counting. Alright. Tesla. This is going to buy me my new Tesla. This is going to buy me my yacht. No, I don't think like that. So I'm not doing that for those reasons. I'm doing this because I told you. I've been inhaling so much salt lately. People think I'm crazy, but when I'm outside, I'll wear a mask when I'm shoveling and when I'm snowblowing because all that salt all over the ground is getting kicked up into the air, especially if you're using a snowblower and you're breathing it in. I can taste it at night. I'm like laying in bed, I'm like, salty. It's gross. And it's not good for you because it's not real salt, it's chemicals, right? Obviously. All that crap winds up in the sewer, back in Lake Ontario in my case, and then we drink Lake Ontario. So don't tell me that the salt that we put down on the road isn't affecting our health. It is. All right, everybody, that's been the Morning Banana Show. And I told you so many things over the years, and, you know, frankly, I stopped caring if you listen. So follow me on Twitter, @AdamJosh.com, if you want to know the things I told you. I tell people them in real time on Twitter. I don't have an Instagram account. I don't have a Telegram account. I don't have any other accounts. So when they take my, if and when they take my Twitter account, that's the last show in town. I'm just going to all write on my website from then on. I'm not going to do micro-blogging or whatever you call Twitter. That'll be it. I've been on Twitter for over 10 years, and if they take my account, that's it. That's all. I got better things to do than shout into the abyss, I guess. You know, it helped me for a long time, and you know, I'm at the point now where it's, you know, if I want to shout into the abyss, I'll be like, kids, come into the living room. Daddy needs to shout into the abyss. Sit down. I have things I need to say. Bye, everybody.